Today we're going to talk about how to pull your standards and your benchmarks into your courses. They're already actually in the Escambia account, so all you have to do is just find the ones for your course and just bring it in so that you can start accessing it within your course. And I'm going to do that for 2 courses just to show you how to do that and where you can use those outcomes once they're brought into your course. And they are called outcomes once you get into your standards, into your courses. So let's just click on a course, go to your dashboard, click on the course you want to bring it into. I'm going to do this 5th grade ELA sandbox I have here. If you're using the elementary dashboard, you're going to have to click Manage Subject. That's the only difference in the way you get to it. And once you see this navigation tab list, you can see where it says Outcomes. So you're going to click on Outcomes there. Here's some guides that'll link you back to the Canvas guides if you need to find those. They're also available on your Help button over here on the global navigation. We can close that. And now you have 3 options. Import, you don't need to do that because they're already in Escambia's account. Create, which you don't also need to do unless you're creating your own standard. Or CTE, you might want to bring in specific ones that are not in a list. Or find, this is where we're going to go for most subject areas. Okay, and then you see you have a pull down here. So when you click this, that goes sideways and you see options. These are called sub-accounts, and there's none in here. You don't have any in these sub-accounts. What the one you're looking for is called the Escambia County Public Schools. Click on that, and you'll see now it's pointing down, and it opens up more options. Benchmarks for excellent student thinking standards, which is also BEST, which is where you're going to find your English, your ELA, and your math. And then your next generation Sunshine State Standards, which is where you're going to find all the other curriculum areas except CTE. And if you need help with CTE standards, wait, we'll get to you, or you can reach out individually. For everyone else, though, let's say I'm pulling them into this English account. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to click on this English to open it up. And now you see I have options in here. And I'm going to go find 5th grade, which is the sandbox that I'm working in. And when I click on 5th grade, I see over here there are 28 5th grade outcomes or standards or benchmarks. You can see that it gets broken down further into communication standards, foundational skills, reading, vocabulary. But if I want all of them in, I can just stay here and I can select all. If I want to go through and read each one individually and then add it, I can do that. Or if I just want to bring in, say, communication standards, I can just do that. And now instead of 30, I have 10. But let's just say I want to bring them in because I need all of them. There's the 28 outcomes, and I can click Add All Outcomes. You can see now that it's adding them into my course. There you go. Now that I have them, I can go and I use them. So let's go back. And there's 2 places that are very easy to bring in your outcomes. One is on a rubric in an assignment or on any kind of rubric. So when I go here to rubric and I want to add the criterion for the rubrics, you see the option here to find an outcome. And if I want to click on a specific outcome, I can go here and open the list up. And I can find what am I doing and how do I want to bring that standard in. Okay. I can also do this in a new quiz. So if I want to use that quizzing format, I can go here, like I'm going to build my questions. And I can either put the outcome at the top of the quiz to say that this entire quiz is checking for these particular standards or benchmarks, or I can go question by question. Let's say I'm going to do a just matching question. I would put my question here, all my possible answers and the matches, and then down here it says align to outcomes. And if I click on that, I can access the outcomes that I just brought into my course the same way I did before. And I can just find whatever outcome matches with the question I'm adding into the quiz. All right, so real quickly, we're going to one more time, we're going to go to the dashboard. I'm going to show you one more time in another course how easy it is to pull it in. This time, let's use this sample course. We're going to go to Outcomes. And close this. We're going to go over here to Find. Okay, we're going to click on this to open up the options. We're going to click Escambia County Public Schools. And since this is not an English class, we're going to look in here in these, and we're going to find, say, let's say science. Okay, and you would find whichever one that you're teaching. I don't actually have any content in here, but let's just say computer science, grades 9 through 12. And you see 91 outcomes. If I want to bring all of those in, I can. Yeah, there's your warning that says this is a lot of outcomes. Are you sure you want to bring them all in? So let's just make it easier and only bring in some. Okay, just to show you how to do it. And it's just as easy to take things out if you'd like to remove outcomes. So we can go over here to your outcomes and we can click on your outcomes to open them, and up here in the three dots you can remove. So if you pull in the wrong ones or if you pull in too many, you'd rather just make your list a little bit shorter, easier to work with, you can take them out and then you can start over, just bring in the ones that you need. It's easy to make corrections or changes here. All right, so find what you need under the Escambia County list and then pull them in.